Yes, Team Cyprian and Team Mokwa, the informer, welcome again to our channel. Today, I just want us to discuss about Kisii and the Nyamira region. I know there are some people who have been asking me, Cyprian, why can't you talk about Kisii development or Kisii region development? So today I'm here with Mokwa, the informer. We are going to discuss and see how we have been doing so far. Mokwa, welcome to Cyprian TV.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
Great.
Welcome. Always it's my pleasure to have you, a conversation with you. I always love it.
Wow, amazing. You can tell us how can you rate Simba Arati's performance, and also later on we will talk about Nyaribo. Yeah.
Now, basically, what we are doing on these channels, that's Mokwale Informer and Sprint TV, we said Morara is the Kenya Army.
Yes.
Peter kwa ground. Sisi ni Kenya Air Force.
Yeah.
Tunapiga kwa hewa. So this time around here, our target is in Kisii region, that is Nyamira and Kisii County. Then we'll move to other counties.
Sure.
Now, beginning from Kisii County, I think it's the most contentious place we can talk about today. First of all, we had the first governor, that was James Ongwae. There's one simple guy, some simple thing this gentleman did. He worked on all those simple things that you can see as development, particularly within the town. All those simple things, to roads to a town, to pavements, hapa na pale. So basically within the town, hizo significant improvements that they made those simple things, zilipea the second governor a big challenge. When Simba Arati came to office, he didn't have the small roads to do. So because the governor had already done all those developments that are very common, it became a challenge for Simba Arati to show off his development skills. But never, that's an argument I'm giving, assuming that Simba Arati was willing to do what? To develop Kisii County. But now, there's something you have to remember. Simba Arati was voted in overwhelmingly. First, because of being a young man. Second, because of his political muscle. Third, is because of the hope of the people of Kisii had that Simba Arati has been working in Nairobi. So basically now coming to Kisii is going to make it a better place.
It was to do it so easy for him.
Yeah. Some people said it was to make it a simple China, a small China in Kenya. China in Kenya.
Small China in Kenya.
Yes, yes. Himself, he promised that he's going to work until the angels in heaven will dance. Okay? So basically the expectations of Kisii people are very high. Kisii County gets a budget of about, the amount of money that it receives at county revenue allocation is about 13 point something billion shillings. That's huge. When you compare with Kisii County, that is huge, and actually probably it could go higher because of some few amount
maybe
of
corruption,
money.
maybe some
No, the amount of money that comes to Kisii can go higher based on the donations, allocations people get, and there also are some other funds that come in. But it's 13 billion approximately. That's a huge amount of money that can develop Kisii County. Now, since Arati came into office, it's only one simple thing someone can say that he has done. One simple thing.
Which one?
That is removing the garbage that was in Nyamira. It's the only significant thing you can say within the town of Kisii. Simba Arati has just done this. But nevertheless, he has indicated something very critical here. Either he does not care about the town, what the people of the town think, what they want, or he does not completely want to develop the Kisii town, or he does not know what to do as a governor. Three things. What am I saying first of all? From my first option, where he does not care what the people of Kisii town want. First, I'm talking of Kisii County, Kisii town, because when the town works, the county is working. Because there are people who wake up from home in the villages to come to town to do what? To work. There are people who leave the town in every evening to go back home after leaving work. So therefore, if the Kisii town works, the entire Kisii, not even the entire Kisii, the entire Kisii region, shall have worked. Let me give you now the reason as to why Nasema, if Simba Arati seems he does not care about the people of Kisii. First, there are very small things that are supposed to be fixed in Kisii town that are not fixed 2 years down the line. Things that do not require magic. Things that do not require too much thinking and overthinking. I can say that Simba Arati has more of concentrated on politics and 2032 and beyond, and power than development. First, if you move around Kisii, particularly Mwembe region, the sewage systems there have been leaking seriously. You go to a certain place, you find it's blocked. It is now coming up.
Do you have evidence to support your...
They are there. They are there. And actually, I've captured. If you check in Mukwa, the informer, they are there. If right now you ask me to take you to a seaway that is open, I'll take you there. In Mwembe. We saw recently they were digging. I don't know what they were doing, but they are digging those sewer lines within Mwembe, and probably they were replacing pipes. But the fact remains that the sewage systems in Mwembe, they have not been okay. When such kind of a thing is happening, and you have a governing office, okay, there's a problem. It's not something that is hidden. It's something that's seen commonly, that is leaking. So you find the moment it is raining, Mwembe is smelling. Just as an example. Let's come to garbage collection. The one for Nyambera was removed. Now they started putting some positions where the vehicles can pick. Have you ever asked yourself, when a car that collects garbage is passing and you're not in the house, who collects that garbage? These people later on, they come at night and throw it anywhere. Collection of garbage in Kisii Town has become so difficult, like it makes people to dump it anywhere. I get in this. You have either to bring it at night or bring when the car is there. And when you bring it at night, you can put it anywhere. So it has been open, the system of garbage collection has been open to so many ways of dirtifying the environment. So in short, garbage collection has not been good. Kisii, cleanliness is not the same again. For those who live here can attest. If you just want to try and see, you walk along the stretch of Mwembe. Right after Cathedral, the branch heading to Cathedral, just to walk towards, perhaps up to Musi Highlight, you will see how garbage is collected in various points. That is not good. There's no need of dumping, then come and collect. We need to have in containers where you can put these things inside. They get sorted outside there. Because there are places that are not right now smelling, which is not okay. That shows the governor is not really either interested in what Kisii people feel, or he's not even interested in developing. Let me take you to the central CBD of Kisii Town. Kisii Town, among the towns in this region that need to be deorganized in Kenya, it is Kisii Town. Kisii Town is so much congested, where we have so many trenches in Kisii Town. They have been turned into business areas. A whole street where people should pass has been put just racks for clothes, for any other thing that someone wants to sell businesses, making it difficult for people to traverse, cars to park, even motorbikes to move around, even some other businesses to run. Because you find if there's a shop, okay, and then in front of your shop, clothes have been put there.
But also, you should understand, because at the end of the day, the economy in Kenya is very bad.
Actually,
so people are trying their best.
Actually, I'm not blaming you. I'm simply saying the government has failed. Okay? If you could be having well-built markets where someone knows, kama unataka nguo, go to a certain building and find watu wa matumbo wako pale, watu wa masweta, majampa, maudi ziko wapi? Ziko hapo. But sasa kwa sababu hawana option, they take up what? The streets. I get this. Instead of the county thinking twice and ensuring let's set up a very nice market, instead it's relaxed. It's 2 years down the line, and there are no signs of Kisii Town being organized at all. I get this. As if that is not enough. Actually, if you walk around Kisii Town, check the streets. There are some areas you find a whole street has been locked by racks. If you are at Sansora, heading to go and touch down the sides of Naivas, there's a street that is wide enough even a car can pass. But clothes have been being sold there. Setup has been made. Even someone passing inside there, it's difficult. Even at night you can't pass through that place because it's dark. I get this. That's not the nature of a town. Let's have shops where people can sell clothes. Let's have mutumba areas that are well set, but not in the streets and pavements where common mwananchi should pass. If you are leaving the side of a court, heading maybe to St. Jude, all the way to Enakoch, that street it's so narrow that even when cars are coming, it's difficult for someone to walk through because there's no pavement for people to pass. The sideway, we have racks for selling clothes, belts, and other things. Both sides, actually this one and that one. So you find that the pedestrians do not have a place to pass. Only cars and motorbikes. Luckily, people have been careful enough, there are no accidents that occur there. But that street is congested because of poor leadership within the town. Also, if you check motorbikes, if you go this place that is behind Shivling and St. Jude, that street going to touch Makutano and bring to Nyankongo. Just when you're opening there, just when you want to branch from Kisii mattresses. Motorbikes have simply made a stage blocking that road. A vehicle can't pass there. Okay? That means they have literally decided to put a stage there in front of a place where cars should do what? Should pass. Just as if that's not enough. If you pass there, you find, particularly in the evening, the whole place is congested of businesses. Nyanya, nini zimewekwa hapo zinauzwa. It's not clean, first of all. Second of all, people are not passing comfortably there because things have just taken over their spaces of walking. As if that is not enough, from that same street, passing in between St. Jude and Shivlin Supermarket, you will find there's a pavement there. It has never been put cabros or maybe made in any way good. Whenever it rains, it's a bit stinky. There are businesses there, and nobody cares about that. Also, after you've left all these areas, go to the main stage, which is one of the huge revenue collection places in Kisii Town. Huge cars, so many cars coming there, where the Kisii County government, now and then you see them with that thing for locking cars in case they have not paid for Kanju. Those people, they collect huge revenue, but look at the stage the way it is. It is just recently, the governor or maybe someone tried to fix the entrance. The entrance was like a hole. A vehicle is coming, it appears to be falling.
Yes.
You get? That's the entrance. Then you ask yourself, does it mean the governor does not see what is happening? Or his people don't care? Or they don't tell him? I get this. If you go the exit is towards the other side of the mortuary. There's a big hole just within the road. Again, not two cars can pass. It's just one because of that big hole. So it's therefore a big challenge in Kisii Town when it comes to infrastructure. Now, you ask yourself now, what is happening with the governor of Kisii County? Such small things you fix, the people of Matatu will feel good. If you fix, I am able to see and feel good, the governor is doing what? He's working. But now if they are left like that, I develop questions in my mind. That's now, where are we heading if these small things cannot be fixed? Where are we heading to? Let me also take you through another thing.
Before you tell me, maybe kuna watu wangependa kujua hiyo barabara iko under the governor ama iko under national government?
It's under the county government.
County government.
The stage because who are collecting taxes there? You don't see these people with grey and green trousers.
The county,
they always
Kisii
there,
County,
isn't it?
yes.
Yeah, the people collect revenue there. Alright? You can't collect revenue where you're not in charge. They collect revenue there and they're supposed to use that revenue to develop that place. Then you say they don't. If you check closely what is happening in the hospital itself, there are no medications. You go there, common medications are there. But if you ask certain bacterial infections that you're having, maybe you need some medication, chemist. Okay? That is health. I get in this. So, therefore, when you talk about development in Kisii Town, Simba Arati completely, I want to state it here, that to a huge extent, he has failed. When I looked at the budget that he had made in the financial year 2023-2024, I felt that he has misplaced priorities, just like William Ruto. Okay? I looked at the Auditor General's, the Control of Budget report, which the county government submitted to the portal, isn't it? When I went through it, I realized that there's a lot that is really happening in the counties. People are not understanding, and it's showing that the government is ignorant completely on what people are experiencing. I realized very little amount has been allocated for development in Kisii County. Very little amount. Out of 13 billion, 256 million only is used in development. And out of this 256 million, it's only a market that is being built, I think in Mosocho or something, a hospital that is being built at Marani or something of that kind, I think.
A market also in Marani.
I think it's a market in Marani, and I think Mosocho, maybe a dispensary as a hospital somewhere.
Hospital, I think.
Yes. And then the county government renovation. In fact, the most of the money has been used in the county assembly. Renovation of the county assembly, which is taking almost 30 million. Renovation of block A and the B. There are two blocks are here there, A and the B, being renovated. Building of the county government assembly, county assembly speaker's house, okay, at the Bob's, something like that side. Then you ask yourself, after taking, actually the other amount of money, construction of the MCA offices. I get in this. Then you ask yourself, What are the priorities of Simba Arati? If you see everything has gone to the county government, county assembly, it's simply impressing them. Are you getting this? You impress them
and forgetting the
people who built you. And he is embracing them so they don't impeach him or something. But while the people of Kisii are suffering, the 190, the common citizens are suffering. So therefore, you know, Simba Arati, one thing I have to tell you, I've said in another video that he's one of the strongest politicians we have. Right now, could he have been could he be having a development mind? By now he could be a kingpin in Kisii. He could have united the entire Kisii. He could have been the leader everyone is talking about in the entire country. You know, his gubernatorial race, he was facing very tough guys. Some Mungeri is not an easy guy, because that guy is a developer. He knows how to develop regions. If you go to Nyariba, he built schools, roads were broad during his time when he was a minister, actually when he even worked with Kibaki. So he's a performer. So dealing with him as a gubernatorial aspirant, it was not easy. He was lucky he was old. Simba Arati could have been beaten. Look at someone like Chris Obere. They're big wigs in Kisii. People have money who have been there in politics and they know him. And it comes from Simba Arati's clan. Look at someone like Macho, a big wig, supported by Ruto. There's money, so the campaign was huge, isn't it? But Simba Arati managed to thrash these people. That means the people of Kisii had hope in him. Secondly, he was a strategist in the campaign that could have made him win. So therefore, there are these things that he showed during the campaign made us feel like he was going to develop. So far, it's a disappointment. If you come to Kisii here, people are, if you ask anybody randomly, is Simba Arati working? People literally tell you there's nothing we are seeing. So probably he has slept. He's only lucky that there's no serious opponent that can beat him. But someone was saying someone that someone will just come in. He will ignore the people. He will build his trust on other people, but someone will just come up. Simba Arati has concentrated on saying that if he goes to a funeral, he's usually used to going to funerals most of the time. Fridays, Simba Arati have a funeral plan. He says, I'm pure vita. I get it. In Kenyan politics, it's not smooth. It's rugged. How did Ruto manage to become a president? It was not easy. How did people decide to become MPs? It was not easy. You are fighting.
Lazima ungangane.
So he expected once he gets to gubernatorial seat, everyone to clap for him. It can't work.
But also remember, there are some people saying ni mapema sana, ni miaka mbili bado, na tumekuwa tukiona kutoka hapo mwanzo kuna hizo vita zenye amekuwa akisema. There are some people saying let's give him time, because most of the time wamekuwa hizi kupishana kufurutana.
Let me ask you a simple question. Let us be clear. Walikuwa wanabishana na Osoro. Isn't it? How does kubishana na Osoro stop maendeleo? Can Osoro come and say hizi pesa zimewekwa hapa zinajenga barabara, hizi tractors zitoke zote ziende nyumbani? Can he stop that? He cannot. How can Osoro stop Simba Arati from putting money to go for bursaries? How can Osoro stop Simba Arati from renovating the stage where the motorists of Kisii County can be parked? How can that stop? It can't stop. I get it. Right now, if you go to Osoro's place, I hear people say that he's working. Has Simba Arati stopped him from working? Alright? If you go to Osoro's place, he gives bursaries. Has Simba Arati stopped him from giving bursaries? Yes.
He gives.
He gives, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. So we are saying simply, let us not hide or hibernate in the wrangles that are there. Wrangles will always be there. Ongwae had wrangles. All counties where we have in the 47 of them, even William Ruto himself, we expect him to work despite the position he's having. Isn't it? Because that's the nature, you have to be kept accountable. When Osoro, basically, if you check what he was coming up with, is simply criticism of the government, isn't it? Despite I didn't like the measures, these people could go, people being shot, people being killed, people being beaten by guns. Despite that, I didn't like it, because we need to have a scenario where Kisii remains to be Kisii.
Yeah, we should be united.
Yeah, Kisii remains to be Kisii. You criticize, I criticize, but we are all Kisiis and we are supposed to live happily and peacefully.
But I think the reason as to why these people have been having so many wrangles, remember, Osoro ako Huda and Simba ako ODM. Now these people, I think tulikuwa tumeongea from the previous video, kwamba hakuna mtu allow the other one to become the kingpin of this region. So lazima kila mtu ataonyesha ubabe wake. So huyu anangangania hapa, huyu anangangania hapa. And I think those are the things zenye zimefanya as Kisii region tumerudi nyuma mahali tupo. Because of those small fights, you know, asizi zikatuletea maendeleo. Like for instance, last time I saw wakati kulikuwa na maandamano, the maandamano were very peaceful. all of a sudden people came from nowhere with rungus. I don't know walikuwa wanani, I can't tell. But they started pitting people. Remember, during hiyo kupigana, there are some people wenye waliumia wakapeleka hospitali. Up to now, we don't know kama walitoka hospitali ama bado wengine wamefanya nini, wamebaki. You get that? Kuna watu walipoteza business zao. You know, now vitu kama hizo zinatufanya tunafuruta nyuma, tunabaki nyuma because kila mtu anataka atengeneze kwake. Hakuna mtu anataka kuona mwingine kwake ikiendelea kuliko kwa mwingine. So hapa ni kama lazima utumie akili.
It is true.
Yes.
In short, lazima utumie akili kuhakikisha kwamba umepata maendeleo. But I wish these people take their angles to the development. You know, one thing that I tell Osoro sometimes to be also a better leader than Arati, if he stands today, he will give a list of things he has done within these 2 years. Within these 2 years. But if Arati stands today, he will tell you everything, how he has been fought, how Osoro has been telling you, how police have been taken to his home, how his office has been raided, how things have been happening. I get in this. If Arati Osoro comes up and says, Simba Arati, you've not built classes that you've said, the 128, of which was a lie. He lied that he built 128 classes. Osoro came and said, you lied. Arati, the best thing he could have done, there's a class I've built in Kisii Primary School, there's a class I've built in a certain ward, there's a class I've built somewhere, and go confirm, oh, these are the pictures. I get in this. Arati is the same man who moved across the country to launch bursaries, and I mean the county, to launch bursaries. And he's giving bursaries. He's moving every county to see how bursaries are being given. Something that does not require a governor to go and launch. That's the same way Ruto is doing things. You won't understand. I get in this. We just need money in schools. People to feel you are present. Listen, you don't have to talk, you don't have to be there. People to feel that you are at work. Because ukilipia mwanafunzi school fees right now, atajua nani amelipia ya Arati. Ukipea mama check ya mtoto aende shuleni, anajua Arati ametufanya check. You don't have to go and be there physically until watu wapigana nini in the name of showing that you are working. I get this. In short, what we are saying is that our leaders should merge in development or maybe fight in development, but not physically. I get this. Let's have our governor, Kisii County, Simba Arati, who can actually be a potential, who is a potential kingpin, to simply start working. Honestly, he's sleeping, and we have to say the truth. The person who expected to work is not the one that is right now there. When I saw Simba Arati as married a Chinese person, Chinese lady from China, I felt nice. I felt like there's a Chinese culture that's going to be brought in Kisii, where people are working tirelessly, where we are having the Chinese culture being infiltrated in Kisii, isn't it? You find roads being made, you are finding water systems are there. But now in Kisii here, it's a place where we go for 2 weeks without water. In the name of village and people county government. Mbona sasa? Yet we don't have development, bills are not being paid. If you go right now, recently I was interacting with watu wa uchafu. Someone tells you it's been 8 months hajalipo mshahara.
8 months.
8 months. This is somebody anazalipo hata 10k ikienda sana. 8 months. Na ana collect uchafu. You expect these people to do the best work. Hawajalipo mshahara. And you expect them to be happy. You know, it is touching.
Let me ask you something before I forgot. Umesema hii mambo ya kutupa takataka iliweza kutolewa pale Nyambira. Sasa hivi inatupa wapi?
There's a place where some as you need to teach you something of that kind. What was that name? Agriculture. There's a certain place, a certain name that just slipped my mind. Hapo zile zinapelekana and here there's a way they are sorting. I visited
recycling.
There. Yeah, recycling. I visited there to one in Nakam. Actually, I'll even go in second TV, we see whether you can see how that place is happening. But the fact remains is that imagine ujalipa mtu uchafu pesa. I get in this for this time. Why is that? Why is that yetu uchafu na kuletewa kila siku? I get in what you're asking here.
Maybe there is no money in the county government.
The county government always gets money dispersed. It's not only the people of takatakas who have not been paid. Some of the county government officials, county government people, workers, ask them, we'll even do a secret video with them. We realize people are completely strained. And in the county government where Simba Arati is in charge, you can't speak. If you speak, either you go home or you're beaten. I get what's happening. That is not the leadership we needed in Kisii when Simba Arati was elected. We wanted a leadership where we are enjoying Kisii town. Let me give you an example here. When you go to Kisii town doing business, ask the people around there, is there money? They'll tell you, where? You go home. Find the entire country kuna shida, you know. But right now we have to accept there are some local measures that we can take which can affect the county significantly. Simply, you come to my office, or will you apply for a tender of maybe 1 billion shillings, or maybe 1 million shillings. Then you do the work. For instance, it's a road. I don't pay you the money. That's not my money, it's the money for the government. Maybe utaanza barabara, after 1 year barabara unajua za Kisii juu mvua zinaharibika. Now, ujalipo for 1 year. Ama usilipe pesa even for 2 years. And then, when mkaje wapi? Kisii. Unanielewa? Hiyo pesa ukipewa 1 million, si ungenunua mboga mahali. Ungepanda boda mahali. Huyo mtu wa boda hata bebe mtu mwingine anunue mboga. There could be circulation of money. When I checked the county pending bills, I realized there were almost 3 billion, 1 point something billion shillings. Pending bills. Billion shillings. 1.21, I think, billion shillings. That money, I'm not sure. I had some contractor saying it has been paid. He has pledged to pay, but it has not been paid. Imagine 1 billion shillings circulating in Kisii County. Biashara zitanoga aje hapa. Si zitanoga vizuri. But now, because the money is held in the name of Simba Arati, wanting to see things that are not there. Mbona every financial year kuna pesa inabaki haitumiki ya Kisii County? Si basi ulipe watu watumie. Si basi ulipe watu wenye wanafanya kazi.
So are you sure of what you are saying?
Go right now to the General's report and check. One of the things that is there, pending bills. 1 point something billion shillings. Actually it was 3.1, he paid a donor some millions of money. Then 1 point something billion shillings. Simba Arati ni mtu wa kipindi sana. He's the same guy who came in power and told us there are so many ghost workers. Isn't it? He paraded county government officials in the stadium every day. Kasimama hapo. Dereva ni ngapi? 256. Gari ni ngapi? G10. You get? So many drivers with few cars. Yes. What happened to these people? Have you ever asked where they have gone?
No.
Have you ever heard someone has been sacked? Have you ever asked whether someone is in court? No. Nobody. Even the ghost workers, Simba Arati kept telling us that there are ghost workers here. They are not there. He didn't give us, this is a ghost worker, more than doing. He told us people are living in the US while they are working in Kenya. It is true. People can be there of that caliber. Sasa, but uliwafanyia nini? I get in this. Let me tell you one simple thing. When Simba Arati got into office, the wage bill are the salaries you pay to people for this current expenditure, salaries nini unalipa watu. Ilikuwa around, it was a huge amount of money. But after he got into office, we thought maybe the wage bill, you should fight the wage bill to go where? Down. So that we can have the money allocated for development to go up. But as we speak right now, the wage bill during Simba Arati's time increased by over 100 million. Which means there are more workers who are paid more than 100 million in a year. I get that. Is that someone who wants to develop Kisii? No? So therefore, I'm telling you in a very simple terms here. In very simple terms. Kisii town, if Simba Arati is going to be in charge with the kind of spirit that we're seeing right now, Kisii County is not going to offer. However, I cannot deny that Simba Arati is loved in the villages. The roads there are not so bad, but one thing is lucky about, okay, MPs of Kisii, they are struggling to work. Despite these people are stealing money, they are struggling to work.
The likes of Chafed, the likes of Kibageni.
If you go to their places, these people are working. Roads are being made, school fees are being paid in form of bursaries. Barabara zinatengenezwa. If you move around Kisii, you can cover the move with a Mercedes because barabara sio mbaya. Not tarmac, but at least barabara can Mara, they are not in bad condition. I went to Bobasi the other time. Roads are well made there. Zahiri Jan has done his part. Jafet has done something. So basically, roads are being made in Kisii. Hiyo ndio kitu imesaidia Simba Arati. Most of the roads ikitengenezwa nadhani ni Simba Arati anatengeneza within the villages. Despite there are some zenye ametengeneza, but tunadhani ni yeye anatengeneza. So no. But in short, we are saying that what he's supposed to do as a county governor, he has not done. He has not done. Now, during Ongwae's time, we used to hear there's a factory that's being made ile ya kutengeneza avocado or something. We will visit as well that factory. Tuone kama iko bado. Sio? Simba Arati said he has revived it, isn't it? We want to go and see where the juice is being produced. But now, that is a project of Ongwae, isn't it? What is project? What is his project? Simba Arati, he has the energy to get the money, go buy Mwavuli, and bring to the people of Kisii. Mwavuli with this Kisii where we have storms when it rains. Utatoboaje? I get what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
We need a scenario where the governor is long term. Looks at Kisii, can play low to that extent. When she came into power with Simba Arati, we heard that the first lady is going to start something to do with jiggers, washing jiggers. Jiggers, though they are there, but it's a good project. When you but nowadays I don't see her moving around, washing people jiggers and supplying medications and that. What we are seeing, it is a quiet environment. She's nowhere to be seen. But first ladies of counties should come out and be felt. Let us see things like neti zinaletwa kutoka China basi. Naona sasa. We want to see like some programs for mama zinaletwa within the Kisii community. Wamama wanapewa mbegu wanapanda. They had Simba Arati one time announcing that ukitaka kupanda avocado atawapea. Zinauzwa pesa fulani. Cheaper. We want to see programs of that kind zikifanywa. We want to see donors coming. We want to see Chinese people coming to this hospital here, renovating it. Some of them having an exchange program between China and Kenya. Tunaona madaktari wa Kenya wakienda wapi? China. Madaktari wa China wanakuja Kenya. Tungeona hizo exchanges. Hata mtu anasikia ukienda Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital, there's an exchange program. They are Chinese, they are treating people.
Sure.
Tungefeel vizuri. Okay? Tungefeel vizuri. But now, the 2 years we've been having Simba Arati, actually this year amekuli kidogo. Ni wrangles with usuru. Ni wrangles. Simba Arati akishapata na usuru wakigongana mahali pamoja. Hiyo ndio matanga yote agenda. Hakote wanga chimunduki mbata. But the ko ndasanga nkwe. Actually he's trying to get a lot of mercy from leaders, yet he is in. Naona sasa, we don't need to see that. Let him work. Right now we're going to lose our mama. Simba Arati is not employed. It's like the county does not have a leader. Right now he is in China with the Baba, isn't it? Right now he'll be preaching to us, Baba, Baba, Baba. But there's nothing significant they have done. Let me take you to Nyamira. Do you know that the absorption rate for development in Nyamira is higher than that of Kisii? By that I mean the amount of money allocated for development, not recurrent expenditure, for development, not recurrent development, for the absorption rate for development, not recurrent money, is higher than that one for Kisii County. Kisii County was 5.7% this year, and in the financial year 2023-2024. According to the general report, from July 2023 to this year, April 2024. Okay? I'm going to check the updated. I checked recently, I didn't see that it has been updated, but I'll check through again and see whether there is a miracle that has happened in the month of May and June that could make this county a good county, isn't it? So as we speak, the absorption rate of Kisii County, it's the lowest in the entire country, meaning Simba Arati is pulling the tail on development. Remember in the financial year 2022-2023, he was also the last with a 3.5% absorption rate. And you know what? He did not care. You know the excuse he was giving is a huge wage bill. Huge wage bill yet is the one who has increased it as well. Because mbona hakuipunguza wakati alipewa nguvu yake kama kawa. I get this. The audit that was done, all those workers walisema sijui wamempelekwa fake. Why are they in the office? Why aren't we seeing them in court? Why aren't we seeing steps being taken to ensure at least all those people employed legally and all that? Because mtu kama amemployed kama goes to work ana kazi. Isn't it? The law can be followed to ensure that at least we have the right people in offices. But now instead, Kisii County has been left dormant. In Nyamira County, when I stand here and say it's doing better, okay, people will not believe. Honestly, Nyamira, despite it's criticized, of course, heavily because of the leadership we've been having there. The failure there are the MPs, okay? The MPs of Nyamira are not developing the way we have the MPs of Kisii County. I think it's because most of the Kisii County MPs, huge number of them, I think it's 5 out of 9 or 4 are from the government. So they are getting money for development and blah, blah, blah. But if you check Nyamira, the MPs are failing significantly when it comes to development roads and such. Though they are trying on school fees and things, and some of them like Cliff Bisairo, my MP, of course, he has tried as much until he had a book actually to show what he has done before. So, to be honest, when it comes to Nyamira, absorption rate, now I'm going with the books. I'm not going now to deal with these other things. With the books, it was clear that Nyamira had a better absorption rate than Kisii County. To check, there's a Nyamira hospital that is being upgraded, the Karoko hospital has been built. That is okay. These are projects that started before. But you have to admit that Amos Nyaribo is not a performer as well. Okay? Despite that he has maybe, I think it's age, and the mentality that he has is not current with what is right now happening in the country. Where we have vibrant people who want to start things here and there to make it a better country or better counties for this for the people. There's no Nyamira. I saw in Keroka they're building a stage. They're building a market. It is already up. So we only go shapana kidogo. So that meaning that there's some progress is being made. But anyway, we need proper systems to be put in Nyamira, because Nyamira looks like a village to an extent. There's no proper expansion. We have leaders in office, but money is not utilized well. We can't assume that corruption is in Nyamira. We want to see corrupt-free counties. We want to see people ensuring that at least the money that was given is being used. Nyamira, the worst thing they have is poor leadership. The people are there, particularly the governor, is some form of poor leadership that you've experienced from there. But I think if we could have gotten right people under him, particularly the deputy governor, he has a very poor and old deputy governor. If you could have gotten very smart people or performers, particularly the chief of these CSS, I mean, how do you call them? Chief whatever. Those ministers of the counties. I wish they were performers. Because ukipata mzee kama yule ambaye ametulia and then anasikiza, the county can change if you have the right people. But ukipata mzee kama yule ambaye ametulia, people take advantage and you misuse the county. So you find he's given the big blame, isn't it? Right now the impeachment is on motion, in progress. You know, he's supposed to be impeached. Well, can be impeached and get out of office, isn't it? Who takes over? His son is another dead at the end. I get it. And if an election is not held, his son is another mess we have in Nyamira. I get it that. So therefore, we need our MCAs to wake up and do their role of oversight. However, there's a big challenge that is happening in Nyamira County, the Senate. The Senate, I think, he needs to do proper oversight. Do proper oversight, ensure that he has been visiting the county to see projects that are happening there. He receives news just like us. He talks about problems in Nyamira, in funerals and churches, just like we here, isn't it? We need to see serious work happening. The leadership there must change and make Nyamira a better place. But I'm telling you, this is what kept the bank. When it comes to the structural arrangements of Nyamira, particularly on the performance, Nyamira is better than Arati.
I don't know. Maybe watazamaji watu waambie.
I'm telling you this because there's a huge range of paperwork that shows, and also maybe I can also say that Nyamira being small, that one can be a factor. But most importantly is that when you see the expenditures in terms of allocations of money, even if it is being stolen, Nyamira is better than Kisii. Because you can't tell me the entire amount of course you're having a building there being built in the county executive offices being built. The county assembly, I think, is almost complete as well. But the fact remains that we've seen like Keroka, they are having municipality there under the valuation of the governor. There's a municipality being built. Keroka is going to be tarmacked, things that Nyarama did not do almost 10 years. Are you getting this? So we are seeing some progress that is taking place. The only thing we want to see, it is that the governor to put the right people in offices. When you see a woman of 71 years, she's now the head of sports and culture, particularly now, leave only the culture part. Now sports for youths and culture. Youths. How can someone who is 21 years old be a youth, lead the youth? What would you know? What would you tell the youth? Nothing completely. So therefore we need a lot of development to be changed there. I mean, we need a lot of seriousness. Nyamira, in fact, we need seriousness. Serious leaders who are seriously wanting to change the county for I think a better future. A better vision to be laid down. That's basically about Nyamira.
Wow, yes. Amazing. So to Team Mokua and Team Cyprian, I don't know what's your take. I think Mokua ameweza kupeana views zake, pia nimeweza kupeana zangu. Pia hapo kwa comment section tuelezee wewe kwa mtazamo wako uko na maoni gani. Kutoka kwetu tunasema asante, kwa heri.